Welcome back to another For Honor news update. Patch 1.05 is out. We're going to talk about the fight mechanics. Some of the heroes were changed, feats were changed. There's so much information in this patch notes. I'll try and go through the highlights. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Like I said, guys, these notes have a lot of different stuff coming out. I'll include the actual link to the patch notes in the description below, so give that a look. Highlights from the fight mechanics that are changing: the look of the Kensei and Warden superior block attack. So for example, the Warden top right is going to have a graphical look of the sword having the hyper armor look instead of the entire body. So it looks right now like they're uninterruptible, but they actually are not. Also, the hidden stance improved to act more like a full block stance, so you'll see that changing with Nobushis. Definitely good for me. Assassins were having trouble falling down basically when out of stamina. If they changed their guard, they tricked the game and they would stay up. So that's also fixed. Next thing revolves around the Warlord's feat, where he can regain health by just letting go of the guard button. So now he will actually have to be in the idle animation, for him to regain that health. It used to be 10 points of regain, now it's going to be 12 HP of regain to try and kind of offset that portion. The next one is a big one in my opinion, and it is changes revolving around game modes. First one is elimination. Now there will be a 20-second delay for the debuff spawning. No longer will you be able to start an elimination match and take off towards a debuff as your first point of strategy. They also are increasing the pickup time from 1 second to 2 seconds. So not only that, but throughout the game it will take longer and you have to be more strategic when picking up those buffs. Next is skirmish. Now I could put all this on the screen for you guys, but it would just be more confusing. Let me just say this. From now on, your kill streaks in skirmish are going to matter more. You're going to get more points for getting kills without dying. They all revolve around shortening the skirmish game match. The developers felt like the games were too long, and they made this fixed specifically towards that. Next is gear stats, guys. First thing I want to talk about is the sprint speed gear stat. The maximum used to be 18% boost, which is now going to go down to a 9% boost of sprint speed. However, to counter that also, if you have that stat nerfed, you would have a 6% decrease. Now you're only going to have a 3% decrease. They're also doing a lot of changes to Revenge. I'm serious, guys. They are nerfing Revenge. I have a video that talks about this, and this video has all kinds of stuff about certain characters that are coming out with this notes too, and has timestamps. So you can go right to that video and click exactly what information you want to get and get more specific if you don't want to actually read the patch notes themselves. The next point I want to make, I'm actually going to kind of bunch two things together, and that is orders and, as you can see here, High Fort. Okay, High Fort came back, and really there's not a lot of changes. It seems like it's mostly just the weather in the rotation, so we'll see if there's anything else, or maybe I missed something. Comment and let me know. But in that note, orders can now be done in PvP or in PvAI. So there's no longer ones that require you to play either one. The daily orders are now going to be non-specific to game modes, so you will be able to go ahead and play them on different game modes and still get that XP. As I just said about that video that has timestamps, there's also the Lawbringer, Peacekeeper, and Warlord that we talked about what's changing. But I want to take some highlights on the Conqueror's changes, where his full block is not going to be as much of a panic button. So there's some adjustments there to make him really have to work for that and use that more strategically. The Berserker is a big thing here, where his second hit is going to activate his hyper armor. This is going to allow the Berserker to trade a lot more with Shigoki's Warlords and however. So he's definitely going to become a threat again on the battlefield. Okay guys, that's the summary. I tried to keep it short and simple for you. The patch notes link are in the description, as I said before, along with some other information. Check that out. Comment and let me know what you guys think and what you want to see from For Honor moving forward. Spank that like button, and as always, I'll see you on the battlefield.